Hey guys, welcome to the Backroom Progress. Really appreciate you being here. As I find more comics, I add to what was shown earlier. So in earlier videos, you can find stuff like Alpha Flight, Modern Alpha Flight. I like Van Lente, so but these are all 50 cents or name your price or we're trading, stuff like that. So here's 5 of 6, Alpha Flight Reloaded. Here's another Alpha Flight, 6 of 8. Here's another one, 7 of 8 with Wolverine on the cover. I get these from my friend Sean. I just buy bulk from him, and I start moving this stuff. Here's Avengers Arena number 2. These are all like higher grade too. I remember this when it came out. I enjoyed Avengers Arena. It had to do with arcade, and it was a lot of the young Avengers and going against arcade there. Here is Avengers Arena number 3, and there's more of this stuff in prior videos. Here's Avengers Assemble Annual number 1. Here's what is this? The Great Lake Avengers. What does that say there? GLA. But slot, no one wants to join them. So I never read that. This is 2 of 4. 3 of 4. Here's Avengers Initiative, a one-shot with Reptile. So that looks pretty good. And here's Avengers Undercover, which is kind of like a part 2 to the Arena number 9. And I'll come back with more Marvel after I put these away. But yeah, I'm going to keep all these, I think, even the older ones, for now. So like I said, I left off at Champions 27. So I'm going to throw in a 19 in here, and I think that makes a cool run from like 2 to 27 or something. So Chaos War, I guess, something I missed. It says 1 of 5, but I think it might have went to 1 of 4 after a while or something. This one's like a high grade, and this one's a low grade. So it's number 2. And here's number 3, but it says 3 of 4. So I don't know what Marvel was up to at that time. Here we're gonna keep doing this here now. I got some, the Civil War number 1, the original, but it's a True Believers. So these were like $1 that Marvel used to offer. Here's another one. I can't collect everything, but Jonathan Hickman did a Secret Wars, and it created new realities for Marvel. And so this is Civil War number 1 from that era, from the Jonathan Hickman Avengers era. It has that banner there. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So that's a nice little run there. Here's Civil War number 2. I guess I don't know. Civil War number 2 wasn't that popular. Maybe, I don't know. It's like in retrospect, people go back and reread stuff. It's like when the stuff comes out, people are upset, But I like Daredevil. I don't think I'm going to keep that though. That's the Accused number 1. This is the Fallen number 1 with a nice Hulk, I guess. Here's a Civil War one shot from the original era when they first did Civil War. So that should be. I try to keep these in order, people. You know what I mean? So these go right here. That goes right there. I mean, here's another Civil War 2. Choosing sides. Here's number 8 of Clandestine. They live among us. Beware. The clan history revealed. I have no idea what this is about. Pretty cool, though. So much good stuff out there. Okay, so obviously I have to pause it again. Well, I guess I didn't have to, but this is the confession, Civil War, the confession. So Civil War goes down. We got number 1 of Conspiracy with Abnett. a lot of this stuff is interesting to me. I like conspiracies. I'm not in fear of them. I like mysteries though. Here's number 1, number 2 of that. We've got a number 2 of Contest of Champions. They brought this back. Pretty neat. Claremont, Jimenez. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good team there. Wow, I might keep this one. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. Here's number 3. Here's number 4. Here's number 5. Wow. Here's a later Contest of Champions with Ewing. And he was really good before Immortal Hulk, you guys. 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool, right? Is that Stick versus Elektra? I don't know if that is. I shouldn't say that. Here's number 5. And 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to stop it there for Marvel and move on to DC. Okay, once again, once I find stuff, I add it to it. So last I left off was Outsiders. Outsiders what? Number 18 for DC. That was the last video. So I'm just going to add these to the stack here. So here's Dark Crisis, Free Comic Book Day 0. I should check this. It's a higher grade too. Here's DC Comics Era, New Era, the New 52. Here's number 1 free. So that's pretty cool too. Yeah, you know. Here's Focus, Meet the Wanderers, people. That's back when they were doing Millennium. I kind of remember that as a kid. Here's Green Arrow 1 million. Green Arrow 75 from 2007. Here's Green Lantern number 3, Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp. Awesome Liam Sharp art in here. Grant Morrison is freaking awesome. So this was actually, I remember getting this when it came out. It was fun. I don't know if I should check that. I can't keep everything. Here's Green Lantern's Corpse 61. Here's when they start over, a New 52, 0. Here's 14. Here's Hawkman 25 from the Jeff Johns era. Shout out to our man. We know who loves Hawkman the best. Higgy Pop! Here's number 2 from the event. This was a good run too, going through Carter's various lifetimes and stuff. In Hitch, you got Brian Hitch art. Here's Impulse. These are higher grade too. Impulse 28. Legion of Superheroes of the Damned. 122 from 1999. See, this is not... Abnett and Lanning is... They did a lot of work in Marvel in the early 2000s, spacefaring stuff. So I wonder about this, too. Here's Mark Waid and Barry Kidson doing a number 1 issue of this. Also throwing Flashpoint book 3 of 3 in there. I know I have other Flashpoints in there. This is the original one from back in the day. Okay, moving on with DC from 1995. We got Primal Force. So, truths, people. So that's number 6. Here's number 7. We've got thickies here. Well, they're nice bound comics here. The Prisoner, book A. So, got that. These are all 50 cents unless I change my mind or something, but I got doubles of that, but I'm not going to change my mind on most of the stuff. Cyber Rats, dude. I don't know. Number 2. That's really weird. From 1995. That looks pretty cool, too. Man, weird. Okay, here's a filthy 50 center stamp, but it's on the bag. The Question number 2, annual number 2. I have so much of the Question that just came in. I'm gonna check it against my personal stash. Here's the Ray number 12. Priest doing that one. Here's 27. Robin, number 16. Screw it. Dixon. It's another collectible series. Is Robin. Chuck Dixon. People love that. Here's 172. Man, he just kept going. Here's Scarlet, number 1. And we got a Secret Files here. JLA and Crisis, Files and Origins, Secret number 1. We like it. Here's another Secret number 1. Day of Judgment. So here we got The Shadow by Howard Chaykin with a Filthy 50 center stamp in it. I like The Shadow. Shout out to my friend Jim, Sandman Mystery Media. Piqued my interest in The Shadow. Here's The Power of Shazam, number 3. Here's Stormwatch, New 52, number 9. Here's Suicide Squad, number 0. Pretty cool. Here's number 3. Here's a number 4, but I think this number 4 is before these here, because I started everything over on New 52. So that's number 4 right there. Pretty cool. So here's 0, 3, 4, 5. This looks cool, man. 23, 24, 29, and we'll move on to Vertigo. Okay, so I finished off the Hellblazer in one video, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might eBay it, but here's Hinderkind, pretty cool, from Vertigo. It's on the plastic there. Here's House of Secrets, number 1. Number 2. Number 5. Number 6. Here's 16. Man, it took me forever to organize all this stuff, and it's still an ongoing process. Here's 18. Here's 19. Here's 20. 21. 23. 24. 25. Here's the Human Target, number 1. Here's the Icelandic Trilogy from Brian Woods, the Northlanders. Northlanders. Here's Industrial Gothic, 4 of 5. Here's 5 of 5. Here's Jack of Fables. Yeah, number 8. Here's number 11. Here's Kid Eternity, number 3. And Nocenti. And Sean Phillips. Wow, that's pretty cool. Maybe that's old Sean Phillips. Here's 4, 6, 7, 14. Here's Pop London, number 1. I should probably keep that. Peter Milligan's fun. Okay, we're going to move on to the indies. But before we do that, I have this thickie here. It's called Kill Your Boyfriend by Grant Morrison. So for 50 cents, that's a good one. Okay, so I'm on with the indies. I organize them per publisher. So this is Avatar, but I'm just going to let these go. And I think I'm missing one of these anyway. So here's issue 0. Here's issue 1, 2, and it jumps to 4. Okay, and but these are still worth 50 cents. Here's 5 each or whatever, 50 cents each. The art's really cool. 5. And are these are wraparounds too. So, and what are these? Are these newsstand? I don't know. 6. Pretty cool. 7. And another 7. Yeah, I guess variant. Okay, we're still on Avatar here. I'm a freak organizing these by publisher. Here's Hero Worship by Zach Penn and Scott Murphy. Hero Worship issue number 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Looks pretty cool. And number 6. Here's Ignition City from Avatar. Another Warren Ellis from Avatar. Yep. So number 1, number 2. So wraparounds. I like wraparounds. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So that's complete. I got a complete Warren Ellis story here. And it looks really good. I just can't keep everything. But here's another Avatar, No Hero. Another Warren Ellis. How much do you want to be a superhuman? Pretty cool. This one, I don't know, man. I might keep this one. I don't know. It looks pretty good. Here's issue 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here's another 6. Variant cover. All right, check out the other videos, friends. Love you so much. And hit up the comments. Okay? Peace.